How fine is the line between vaccine hesitancy and not taking a chance with your kid? It's a question asked by an Ontario judge who recently ruled in favor of a woman who refused to get her children vaccinated against COVID-19, saying that she had enough credible evidence to support her case.
In the ruling made last week, Justice Alex Pazaritz rejected a father's motion to have his two younger children, ages 12 and 10, vaccinated with a COVID-19 vaccine, noting a number of factors must be taken into account.
It's not necessarily going to be a slam dunk decision that because the government recommends it, the court is going to order the children to be vaccinated.
In a written ruling, the judge says the mother submitted a fact sheet issued by Pfizer and scientific papers to present her case, whereas the father submitted fact sheets issued by the government and the Canadian Pediatric Society, as well as posts from the mother's social media accounts alleging what the father called was misinformation. The judge saying the father's evidence was focused extensively on labeling and discrediting the mother. Kevin Kaspers is a senior associate lawyer at Shulman Partners. He says what also helped in this decision was the children made a clear statement they did not want to be vaccinated.
Together with the children's opinions and what the case that the mother presented and the father's failure to provide evidence that suggested otherwise, let's say that vaccination was in the children's best interest, despite these potential concerns, Justice Pazaritz decided that, he wasn't going to order that the children be vaccinated.
In the written ruling, Justice Pazaritz compares the government's push to vaccinate children to Canada's treatment of Indigenous peoples. As an example, writing, "Why should we be so reluctant to take judicial notice that the government is always right?" He goes on to say, "What about the residential school system? For decades, the government assured us that taking Indigenous children away and being willfully blind to their abuse was the right thing to do. We're still finding children's bodies. How about sterilizing Eskimo women? The same thing. The government knew best."
What does this mean, or this ruling mean for other cases like this moving forward, do you think?
He is just simply encouraging the court going forward not simply to accept the government position, take judicial notice and accept that's where the decision should default to, but instead take all the factors that have been presented, take all the circumstances, all the evidence that the parties present, and then make a ruling solely based on those things for that specific case.
A similar case was discussed in Quebec after a mother there lost her appeal to prevent her kids from getting vaccinated against COVID-19 after a judge dismissed her claim that the vaccination was not necessary. Melissa Nakavali, City News.